Levels of impact, Y, transitions resource folder, systems level change. Looking also at change of documentation and professional development. My most significant Y-level impact comes from creating a comprehensive transition resource folder accessible to the Aotearoa's Kaiako and Kura. This living resource captures my module learning and successful mahi, transforming individual case success into sustainable systems-level change that will support present and future transitions, new Aotearoa Kaiako, and the wider educational community. This folder provides ready-to-use evidence-based tools, eliminating the need to develop these resources individually. It contains adapted high school transition templates, systematic follow-up protocols with well-being measurement tools, Hippokurua-aligned handover documents, emphasising strengths and cultural identity, graduated entry planning support from the MOE, visual support templates, photo books, classroom familiarisation resources, peer buddy program structures, student voice integration tools within school transition, checklists, work support, BAS, OARS and IWS application guidelines as well, among many others. For the Kaiako and Kura, following my transition to school PD with ECE and new entrant Kaiako and beginning teacher workshop on within school transitions, feedback indicated teachers felt empowered to use these approaches, these visual supports, and ways to support transition within their kura, and to be able to build a partnership with whānau. For mokopuna and whānau, as Aotearoa and Kaiako use these resources, more mokopuna will experience intentional peer connections, proactive environmental modifications, and genuine whānau partnership, reducing anxiety, improving engagement across all transition phases. The evidence of impact is verbal feedback. Professional development participants reported feeling confident to implement more transition protocols. Beginning teachers specifically noted systems, templates, photo books, and examples gave them practical tools they'd implement immediately when it came to their transition cases. Also, a lot of Kaiako within school were noticing that their transitions and that during the day needed support, and I was able to help with this too. It was a very passion of mine when I was a classroom teacher. Cluster RTLB colleagues confirmed the template saved time and were thankful. Email correspondence following the PD sessions and showed that Kaiako requesting access to specific templates. One new entrant teacher wrote about how successfully using the visual support approach, noting that whānau felt generally involved. High school LSC colleagues emailed appreciation for the documentation handovers. The Google Doc from the PD session showed that beginning teacher workshop teachers actively engage with transition content and in their own context specific challenges and documenting how they plan to implement buddy systems, environmental familiarisation strategies, etc. Reduced RTLB support needs. These two complicated ECE to school transition required no further RTLB intervention, demonstrating that when Kaiako have effective transition resources and understand evidence-based principles, they can successfully support mokopuna independently. This frees RTLB capacity for complex cases whilst ensuring consistent high-quality transition support. Documentation, adaptation, evidence. The folder included work examples from my actual cases showing how module learning translates into practice, demonstrating what Hippokurua handovers can look like, how student voice gets embedded in goal setting, and what systematic follow-up protocols contain. These real-world examples, grounded in transitions, module content about social and emotional readiness, peer connections, and whānau partnership, provide concrete models others can adapt. Systems level change. The Sustainable Accessible Resource Bank also embodies the servant leadership model, sharing knowledge, building capacity, and supporting others' growth, creating lasting change far exceeding what individual casework alone can achieve. Sorry for the 4 minutes.